So last week, jointly with IBM, we announced a Cloud Data Manager, or the full name is IBM DFSMS Cloud Data Manager.
Nice catchy title.
Exactly.
Right? Nice catchy title.
But I think CDM, like DFSMS CDM or Cloud Data Manager, I think that really kind of gives you an idea of what the product is for, right? So it's all about the big trend that you and I have been discussing a couple of times now, both face-to-face, but also during analyst briefings around cloud object storage, which I think is so crucial in the cloud industry, but also crucial for the mainframe as part of this bigger hybrid cloud movement, right?
Exactly. And from our conversations and me tracking this space, that's not only just from a resiliency point of view, but also from a security point of view. Is that what's coming through in the release?
Absolutely. So the first release, version 1.1, that just GA'd, I think last Friday, will take your mainframe archive data that is usually stored on tape, right? And as you know, customers have petabytes of data out there, right?
And they've got to keep it for regulatory reasons for 7 years, 10 years, depending on the jurisdiction.
Exactly, and you're spot on. I think a lot of those jurisdictions, some of those regulatory requirements are actually getting more stringent by the year, right? So we just learned about one in Latin America, where they're now going from, I think it was 3 to 5 years now to 10 years or even longer, right? So you can imagine how this data just continues growing, right? So customers are looking for more efficient means to store that data long term, right? And cloud object storage, as you know, a great price point, great durability, and you know, then the other benefit that you have is the immutability that can come with some of those cloud object storage platforms. Now, one of the key things that a lot of solutions that are out there today don't really address is, you know, you want to move that data as seamlessly as possible without impacting any of the data structures that you currently have on the floor. Things like last reference date, right?
Remove the friction, basically.
Exactly, remove the friction. So make sure that we move that stuff out to cloud object storage, again, whether it's in the cloud or on-prem, without touching any of the reference data that you have on that.
So where does CDM fit within the wider 21CS portfolio? I think, you know, we'll get on to talking about VSE, but where does it fit within the kind of wider tools portfolio that you guys have got?
Yeah, so honestly, I think that CDM at some point will probably be its own product pillar, so to speak, where we move now more into this hybrid or multi-cloud space. I think currently you can also see it as part of our already very strong cyber resiliency portfolio, right? That includes
makes perfect sense.
That includes IZBR as a very, very strong capability that is also used in IBM's Cyber Vault, right? Includes Change Tracker, because you really want to have control over your changes and see what's going on and potentially be able to roll it back. And then now taking the capability of moving your archival data out to the cloud object storage. So I think you can currently see it, I would say, under the cyber resiliency umbrella, but as we develop more capability in CDM together with IBM, I'm pretty sure that there will be a whole new product pillar emerging from that.
So the other thing, we touched on it briefly there,